Sup, Nerdmigos, I'm the Jive Talking Nerd, John Norgrove. We've got Wife here, and we're here for another review Jive. This one is about the 2021 Netflix film, Space Sweepers.
Yep.
Which is like a Korean space action, just amazing.
Yeah.
Just amazing.
I want to say drama, but it's much more than drama.
Action, flick, sci-fi adventure. I'm gonna go sci-fi adventure, yeah. So, okay, so this is the thing. Normally, we do like spoilers, and we're gonna deep dive into a thing and all this kind of stuff. For now, this is gonna be a spoiler-free review of the movie. We're just kind of go over a couple of things and then go from there, with the potential for, after a couple of rewatches, doing a deep dive into this movie. Because there is a lot to unpack in this movie. A lot. This movie's 2 hours and something, right?
Yeah, 2 hours and like 17 minutes.
2 hours and 16 minutes. Yeah, exactly. So it's a long one, and it's worth every second. I would super love a sequel. I don't even know how you would do that. I just want to know more about this universe. So let me read think. They're calling it a sci-fi space opera on Google.
I'll give it.
Sure.
I'll give it to
them. Yeah. Okay. So after snatching a crashed space shuttle in the latest debris chase, Spaceship Victory's crew members find a 7-year-old girl inside. They realize that she's the humanoid robot wanted by UTS space guards and decide to demand a ransom in exchange. I guess that's technically not wrong.
I mean,
this movie,
a thing that happens.
From start to finish, is the fullest a universe can possibly be. Now, okay, this is a Korean film. We watch this film in Korean. But it's only honestly like 50% in Korean. There's some French, there's some German, there's some Russian, there's a lot of English, there's some like pidgin languages.
Yeah.
It's all over the place linguistically.
Yeah.
So kind of regardless, we didn't listen to it in English, so I don't know if they like dubbed over everybody, which to me would take a ton away from this movie.
It would.
Because this movie really feels like everybody just speaks their own language and everybody understands it. It's such a fucking cool movie.
In space, it's very international, first of all.
Yeah.
It's not like there's one country that you're following or one country that's really in space. But everybody has a translator device that they like wear like a hearing aid in their ear.
Yeah.
So you can speak whatever language you speak, and it feeds you the correct thing. So as the audience, we get to hear people speaking their native languages.
Yeah, so we hear everybody in their different languages, and you just read the subtitles. Trust me, it's fine.
It is fantastic.
To me, I think it's like the best way that I've ever seen that done, and I really like that.
Yeah.
So okay, this is starring. Let me get the actors together. So this is starring joong-ki, who plays Tae-ho, Kim tae-ri, which plays Captain Jang, Richard Armitage plays James Sullivan. Wow, this guy is a good actor.
Yeah.
All of these people are, to be completely fair, everybody is. Sun-kyu plays Tiger Park, and then hai-jin voices the robot.
Yeah.
Which, speaking of the robot, let's talk about graphics. This has the fucking best graphics, dude.
Yeah.
Holy shit. The graphics are fun, and this is this is like a definitely not fully family appropriate, family fun movie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like it's colorful, and it has like good action set pieces and good drama set pieces. And the CGI is fantastic.
It's got plenty of variety in the movie. This movie really has something for everyone, right?
Yeah, it really does.
There's like tension, and there's drama, and there's intrigue, and there's laughs, and boy, there are some feels in this.
Yes,
there is heartwarming stuff that happens. There are really cool fight scenes. The CGI is fantastic. There are chases, both on foot, in vehicle, and in space.
Yeah.
And like you really just this movie took us on a ride.
Yeah.
And I am just like
the whole universe for this movie is really well thought out, and not only is it really well thought out, but it's very visually defined, right? This movie has a really good sense of like visual space. it really sort of sells the future that it's in, as it were. Everything seems to make sense. Everything seems to have the right amount of texture and the right depth. There are times when you're watching it and you're just like, set piece CGI. Set piece CGI, because you just don't know. The interactions with the CGI are fantastic, and again, it paints a picture with the way that everything's designed. Everything feels very real. Yeah. It does a good job doing this. It has, nuance to the story. It has action to the story. It's got all the things that you're gonna want, and really to sort of round out this beautiful movie with a fantastic universe. Like, I want to know more details about the corporations and the structures and the societies and the fucking visa law and everything. Yeah. Like, it's so fascinating. There's so much in this movie. There are so many times in this movie where they glimpse like this tiny detail about the universe to like add depth to the story, and you're like, a whole movie? Can I get a whole movie out of what you just said? I know that was like 2 sentences, but what the actual fuck are you talking about? That is so cool. Why are we, like, what is happening here? Where is this, like, side movie, prequel cartoon? I don't care what you gotta do. Animatrix this shit, yo. Like, make it happen.
Give us more.
So much information in this universe, and it's so dense. And then to top off this just like extravagant sensory overload of like musical score and background sound and visually dynamic universe and very logically visually dynamic universe that you immediately understand is these 4 main characters, one of whom is a fucking robot.
And one of the best robots
just like a smooth-faced robot. This motherfucker's not emoting except for a little bit, and they're so dynamic. You want to know more about every single one of them from the very beginning, and it does this great job of being a movie, and we won't get into like messages and such like that, but like being a movie that's telling a thing that at no point in time does it feel like it's jamming something into your face. At no point in time are you like being pulled out of the story. The story says some shit and you're just like, that shit makes 100% sense. Yeah. Yes, give me more shit. Like, it's fucking amazing. Well, I have yet to see a movie this good. I mean, I'm fucking honestly, maybe since Train to Busan. I'm gonna be super fucking real. This movie is like my science fiction dream, dude. I love these kind of movies.
This movie is like, watching this movie was like watching The Fifth Element for the first time.
Yeah.
This is very easily the next Fifth Element.
Yes.
In terms of complexity and humor and depth to the story and all of the things.
Literally already want to rewatch it. We just got done watching. Like, we watched it, dogs outside to the bathroom, like stand in front of this camera, talk to you guys, and I'm already just like, okay, like I understand these things. I want to know more about this particular little thing, and I mean, like immediately to me, this movie it goes up there with like Fifth Element, Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan, just like Event Horizon, just movies that are they're just great science fiction movies. Yeah. And we don't really get that because everybody's trying to like overdo a thing or be too much of a...
Or make a sequel 30 years later.
For the love of God, remake something that's already made but better. Don't remake something worse. What are you doing?
Just come up with original stories.
Do new things.
It's not that hard.
This was new, right? And I mean, like, maybe it was based on a book or whatever the fuck. Also, if it was, my God, I want to read that book. So I'm gonna have to look into that. But yeah. This movie was great. We can literally talk endlessly about how great this movie is.
But we don't want to spoil it for you.
We don't want to spoil anything. As you can tell, we've danced around a bunch of stuff. So, go out, watch this movie, come back here, comment below what you thought about this movie. We can talk about this movie below. Yeah. If you would like... this might be a couple of weeks out kind of a thing, but I wouldn't mind seeing this movie a couple more times and doing a deep dive into the message, the ending, the technology, and a lot of the things in the movie that could be like explained. I wouldn't mind doing like a big 45-minute explain video on it. So if you think that's a good idea and you're into it, please let us know below. But again, either way, I have been John Norgrove. This has been Wife. This is Review Jive. Don't forget to like this video, comment below, share, subscribe.
Ring the bell.
Ring the bell. We have a Patreon, so do whatever that is for that. Help us create more content like this. We have a podcast, the Horn and Cauldron podcast. It's out every other Monday. We just had an episode air last night, so check that out on YouTube or literally anywhere that podcasts are available. I'm pretty certain I send it everywhere.
It does go everywhere, yes.
So, yeah, and we'll catch you guys next time for more shenanigans. It's next up is Star Trek Thursday, so we'll see you then.
That's right.